So now starting with problem 31, we go into the grid section, which we create our own answer. So problems numbers 1 through 30 were multiple choice. A lot of students think that when we go from 30 to 31, 31 is harder than number 30. That's not true. So the multiple choice progressively gets harder. So 1's the easiest, and then problem number 15 is probably like in the middle, and then 30's like one of the most difficult. Now when we reset to grid-ins, 31 is the easiest, and then it progressively gets harder. So 31 through 38 are the grid-in problems. So 31 is probably gonna be the easiest, and then it's gonna keep progressively getting harder. So let's start number 31. Wyatt can husk at least 12 dozen ears of corn per hour and at most 18 dozen ears of corn per hour. So at least 12 dozen pieces of corn or ears of corn per hour, at least that, and at most 18 dozen ears of corn per hour. Based on this information, what is a possible, this is important, and it confuses a lot of students. What is a possible amount of time in hours that it could take Wyatt to husk 72 dozen ears of corn? So possible means that there are multiple answers to this question. There's not just one answer. They'll accept multiple different answers. So for example, if Wyatt can husk 12 dozen ears of corn per hour, so and 12 dozen in, so we'll do the how much, the amount of corn he can husk per the number of hours. So 12 in 1 hour. It's asking what is the possible amount of time, so how many hours can he husk 72? So this is our unknown, so we can just call this x. And we can cross multiply. 12x equals 72. X, 72 divided by 12 is 6. So this is one possible answer. What is the possible amount of time in hours that it could take Wyatt to husk 72 ears of corn? 6 hours. If he does at least 12. If he does 18, we could do 18. So 18 ears of corn in 1 hour. 72 ears of corn in how many hours? That's our x. We cross multiply, 18x equals 72. If we divide 18 by both sides, x equals 4. They'd accept 4 or 6. You just kind of have to pick one. Like, let's say he just does 12, or anything in between. Like you could pick, I don't know, 16 ears of corn per hour. The key thing here is what is a possible amount. So be careful of that. That means that they'll accept multiple answers. So in this question, anything between 4 to 6 hours, they will accept.